What's going on, gamers? Is your boy Gilliman12 with a totally consistent episode 11, because we actually made it to episode 11. Crazy.
I'm surprised we didn't shut it down by now. I'm just kidding.
Uh, I'm committed, okay? I'm not like
He's he's
some
committed to the waivers.
losers that don't even do the first episode, okay? But
What are you
we don't
talking
talk
about?
about that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, don't throw shade as an old one. No.
No,
I
I
remember
have to
that.
mention it. Hey, listen, it could have done something, but I don't know. Was it time zones? It was something. Who cares? But anyways, have you done anything crazy this week besides a triple crown your rating or something stupid?
Yeah, I'm currently playing the hardest rhythm game in life. The Through the Fireworks and Yoimiya. I custom created it currently. Oh my god, I just got an 80%.
Nice, you're one way
I'm
closer
not
to making people suffer.
I know, dude, look at DMs. 80 I got an 80.53.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, so currently what I'm doing is I am designing a beat map for the first song that just came out on the brand new, what is it, the Arataki whatever game mode. I don't know what it's called. Can you tell me?
I don't know what it's called either.
Well, anyways, I'm doing the new rhythm game event and I'm making this beat map, and it's modeled off of the popular song called "Through the Fire and the Flames" by Dragon Force. If you guys don't know what Dragon Force is, it is a very popular rock band, and most people know the "Through the Fire and Flames" song from the popular game called Guitar Hero. And it's basically just kind of it's only really named after that. But I took a lot of some of the aspects into it, and I added it into Genshin, basically. And it goes with the first song that's come out because that's currently all we have right now. And right now, I'm just trying to get over that 90% so I could A, post it on YouTube because I think that'd be badass to show people, and B, so it can flex on people. Basically, like, yeah, I'll give you my code, and see if you could get a 90% like I did. So that's basically all I've been doing. But I did, as you said, I did crown my Zhao and my Raiden earlier, which is pretty sick. Or not my Raiden, I'm sorry. My Yelan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Like, she's good, but I feel like some people went a bit overboard because, like, she is almost like so in terms of day one sales, she did surpass Raiden's initial banner. Um, but like overall, she's in the top like six of like the current banners, which is really good,
Who,
right?
Yelan?
Yeah, Yelan. Like Yelan and Zhao, this current release is like for sales is in the top six like of every banner we've had like
Dude, Zhao
combination.
is riding off the
So
back of Yelan's success.
well yeah, this is the third banner, right? Or is this third?
Uh,
Third or second? I think it's
I think it's
third.
his. I think it's his third.
Yeah. Um but like clearly she's very popular, right? I don't think she is worth that third. Yeah, thank you. I don't think she's worth. Well, she's good, but I don't think she's as crazy as like a must summon character. You know, I've seen some people literally call her must summon, and while I could understand, like the reasons calling her that, I wouldn't necessarily say that she is one.
I
Simply
think.
because of Xingqiu's existence. That's the
I
main
think
thing.
she's. I honestly think he's probably like almost a must. She's almost a must summon, if
She's
that makes sense.
almost yes.
She's actually that good, and if you pull her, I mean, if you crown her elemental skill and elemental burst, I'm not gonna yell at you. Like,
Yeah.
it's that is not a waste.
Like
Like,
I
she's
would
actually
not
that
judge
good.
you at all if you're like, oh yeah, I'm
No.
summoning this character. And again, Blue, I was only telling you to do it because it's funny, and you said you wanted her anyways, and that it's worth getting her. That's the reason. Okay, you don't
It
need
kind
her
of
constellations, except I would recommend the C2 simply because it's an extra arrow that helps her out with rotations. A very good constellation.
Her C2 is very good. Yeah.
But that's again, that's with the whole hydro gauge thing and Jingqiu being slightly better at that, but that's whatever. If you're talking whale level, yeah, she's doing more damage. That's about it.
Oh, her way. If you ever C6, like you literally don't need any other
Well, she
character in the
can main
game.
DPS if you have her C6 or
Yeah,
being
if you
real
have
good.
C6, you literally just run around the same team, and then you're good. You're good.
Mhm. Yeah. I. It's funny. So this is the first character we've had that actually has like straight up HP scaling. Like it's her entire kit, which I think is
Yeah.
fantastic. They finally have correctly done HP scaling. The problem with that is that they're going to release Shinobu, who is also an HP scaling unit. Now, her being a 4 star shouldn't be a problem, but in this case, it is. She does not do enough in terms of just damage basically. Um, what I'm trying to say, she should just be better. Shinobu isn't, at least in my opinion right now, that good. She's solid. She fills a role unlike some characters. I'm not gonna mention their names, but
Midian.
but like she should be better, but she's not. And I love like everything about her design except for the fact that she isn't as strong as I would hope. Um,
Yeah, her
Visually,
design
there
is
is
a
more.
actual 10 out of 10, but everything else is mid as hell.
Then you have more
Um,
attack and EM scaling characters. Everyone scales with attack and EM scaling. I don't know. If the Pyro God's EM scaling, that's gonna be broken probably, but who knows? Yeah.
I love how Bennett's C6 is actually going to be useful when the Pyro Archon comes out.
You know, I'm telling you right now, if the Pyro, dude, the Pyro Archon's gonna do something absolutely stupid. Her E skill is gonna like be a shield, but then also Bennett's ultimate at the same time. So it just makes it even better. And then her ultimate's a nuke. That's it. Just a massive single hit nuke. Kind of like Kutao's, but bigger radius. Scale off flat attack. Bennett and Saraba do that. But I don't know, dude. I think Yelan's great. Uh, her free to play options are very strong, right? Now there has been some debate between Favonius and Fading Twilight. Now, after using both of them, I haven't directly damage tested it. I think Favonius is actually better build wise, but this will net you more damage. Now, the reason I preface it that way is because due to math and how this game works, you can technically hit more damage with Fading Twilight, but Favonius is arguably, in most cases, just straight up better. And this is mostly due to its passive generating you extra energy. Now, it's not necessary to have that, but this is going to funnel in with the rest of your team and kind of just make it better. But if we are able to get the ER percentages to be the same, this is most likely going to do more damage. Just straight up the Fading Twilight. Um, and there's a 3 star bow that I don't have that is very good on her and is comparable to some of her better options because most of these 4 stars they just don't do anything. Just trip most of them. Like all these attack ones, they suck. They're garbage. They do nothing for her. And so all you have is the 2 crit bows, the stringless, and then like the ER bows. That's like half of them, but you know that's here or there for what you got. How much more? I don't know the exact numbers. I do apologize. I mean, I can test it like right now to see like what the difference is since both of mine are level 80. I don't know. I don't know if my man's here has any opinion on like what weapons you'd run on her.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's not like I'm the co-host or anything. So so personally, I like the Fading Twilight better than the Favonius. Depends on really it depends on who you're running it with, but like genuinely if you have more than like 180 energy recharge, like it's actually not going to make a difference between like Fading Twilight and I mean, what do you get like 25% extra ER or something? It's something
I
like that. What's
thought it
the
was
difference
closer to
between it?
30.
Well, whatever, same thing. So let's say you have 160 without, and then with you have 190. So I think in that case, it's still a very good option, Fading Twilight. I would argue it's better just because simply the fact that I personally enjoy running Yelan doing big damage, and I like seeing her shoot out hundreds of thousands of damage in like the span of like 20 seconds with her ultimate. So I personally like Fading Twilight better. Simply for the fact that Favonius Warbow, you do need to have it R5 in order for it to be good. Now, albeit most people do have R5 Favonius Warbow, but there is still newer players out there who don't have Favonius Warbow, or you might just be super unlucky and you've never got a Favonius Warbow, for example, in like all the times you've been playing Genshin, which can happen. I know some people who still don't have like an R5 Rain Slasher to this day. Um,
Well, so they're both free to play weapons. You just a guaranteed R5 for the Fading Twilight.
yeah, they're both free to play weapons. Yes, I just meant the other one needs R5, which you have to summon the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
As compare that to um, Fading Twilight, which is a completely free weapon, and in my opinion, I think it's easily the best free to play weapon in the entire game, like hands down. Like, sure, you could say the Cinnabar Spindle, but you need to have it on Albedo. This weapon is the best weapon for having it, throughout every character, like any character that you can equip it on. I think it's perfect for those kind of characters and stuff. Like, especially energy recharge is so valuable nowadays. They just seem to be loving to just throw energy recharge on every character. Like, every character needs energy recharge now. Like, ever since Eula, you needed to have like 130 energy recharge bare minimum to get your ult back. Like, it seems like it pretty much. Like,
I
every
mean,
character
it
needs
has shifted
energy.
from just the Unga Bunga to where you gotta have synergy, which I do prefer. It does make it more fun thinking about the full team whenever making stuff. But like, I with with her in particular, I feel like you almost do want the extra ER, at least most of her teams. Because, like, let's say you have her on a team with Eula, right? You want to funnel energy in Eula. Normally, you run her with a battery. Most people, or at least most, um, hold on, what's the word I'm looking for? Informed people would run her with two batteries, right? Assuming they have Raiden. Now, if they don't, then cope, I guess. Just use C6 Fischl if you have her. But if you put Yelan on the team, because Yelan does actually work decently well with Eula, um, who do you replace on the team, right? Like, what are you replacing? Is it going to be worth running Favonius in this case or not, right? Do you want the extra
Okay.
damage, or do you want, extra energy recharge? I don't know.
I agree. I agree. I just like Fading Twilight better. I just think it's a better weapon overall. My opinion.
Mm. I was just doing a quick damage test to see, like, which one's thank you more, because out of, like, my small amount of testing I've done with it, I feel like my Favonius is doing more damage, but I can't really prove that unless I actually test it. Oh my god, okay. So immediately I can notice right there, the initial hits, right? If you guys saw there. Before when I tested it, it was over 5,000. It was under 5,000 as you saw there with Favonius. So clearly, right, there's a pretty big jump in damage with the Fading Twilight, both of them at level 80. Now, I have seen some charts saying that Favonius gets better with the higher ER, which I don't think
Bruh.
that mathematically works out. That does not
That
make sense
doesn't.
to me. Because, like, if they're the same ER level, but this one has damage percents, which one's gonna do more, right? And so, again, I think there's maybe some confusion on this, but for her at least, I think your best free to play option is probably going to be Favonius, in my opinion. But I can understand the argument for having higher damage on Fading Twilight. But yeah, you
Yeah.
said the best free to play weapon is Fading Twilight. No. No, no, no.
Yes.
No. It's
Yes.
a. Listen, listen. I'm not including Albedo's thing because that's a special case, right? That's
Mhm.
specifically made for him, which I think they should do that more often, especially for characters like Kaching who need a little help in the meta.
Mid Chang.
They're not used basically at all. Even
Mhm.
though she still has some good aspects. But for the best free to play weapon, I think it's a toss up between the catch and the fish claymore.
No. What?
No,
Are
no,
you
listen.
stupid?
No, listen. The
The Fading
fish.
Twilight shits on the mid-ish. That thing sucks. It's
Listen.
literally the worst. It's like the worst free-to-play weapon.
What are you talking about?
The fish is terrible,
Dude, no, the worst free to play weapon is not the fish.
bro. The fish is not that good. I'm just telling you now. It's
You're
not.
you're
It's not as
tripping.
good as you're
You're
making it.
tripping.
No,
You're
it's not
tripping.
as
It
good
is
as you're
not the
making out to
worst free
be.
to play weapon.
Fading Twilight is better than them. All of them. It gives
No.
you ER 565 base
Bro, bro, bro,
attack,
bro, bro,
and it
bro.
gives you 24% damage. How is it better than a fish? I
Cinnabar
mean,
is the
how is
worst
it not
item
better
out.
than Alba?
No, Cinnabar's a special case. We're not including that one. That's specifically for
Cinnabar is the
Albedo.
best weapon in the game on Albedo.
Yeah, it
Like,
outclasses
it's
everything else for Albedo specifically, which is why we're not counting it. Um,
yeah, it's too
anyways, if you look at the Claymore users, yes, I know most of them don't benefit from ult
bro.
percentage, but you look at the ones that do, right? They benefit greatly from the ult
Like who?
percentage.
Like who?
Hold on, let me look at the archive real quickly.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
pull it up
Like
again.
who? Name a
Okay,
Claymore character that has super high, like 1,000,000% burst besides Eula.
Eula, Beidou. Okay, both benefit from it. Chung Yun
Like
can use it. It's not the best for him, but he can. Okay. Um,
Diluc,
it's
no.
decent. No, it is decent on Diluc.
Ugh.
It is. It's not.
Bro, you just the,
No, hold on.
the
It's.
fish is just a slightly better prototype archaic. That's literally all it is. It's just a slightly better prototype archaic, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
I don't disagree with that statement. It's just like it is. It is literally like Eula's best free to play option, right?
No, it's not.
And then, what's better than the
Wouldn't
fish on Eula?
the snow tomb, wouldn't it outscale it?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't
The
outscale
fish
it.
literally does more damage.
All right, well then the fish does more damage, I guess. But I mean, there's like other weapons out there. You know, Serpent Spine, Blackcliff. Like you're not really like what I'm trying to
I'm
say
saying.
is Fading
Okay,
Twilight is actually better on some characters than like the Blackcliff and stuff would be. Like on Yelan, it's Fading Twilight's really good. Characters like Fischl who want energy recharge, well, not really, but Fading Twilight's good on like characters like Fischl, just characters that you don't use really. Like
blue. That's in comparison. That's
it's
what it is.
very I just think the Fading Twilight's easily the best. Like you can't tell me like the high base attack makes up for it because what is the fish? What's the fish's base attack? What is it? 50 510?
It has lower base attack, but it's high attack percent.
What is attack percent at?
It's like 50. Is it 55 or is that archaic? Oh, let me look at it again. Yeah, it's 55% attack, and then it's 454 for base attack.
Oh, okay. Well, the base attack is very low. The attack percent's very high. But I mean,
Hmm.
I think the 55% to the 565. I mean, you're probably looking at what, like a like not even like 100 attack difference, like less than that, like maybe like 50. Like you'll have
Hmm.
50 more attack on the fish compared to you would a 565 Fading Twilight. I mean, obviously it's two different weapon types, but I just personally think that the Fading Twilight just has the better
Okay, but
it just
no.
has higher base attack and energy
So,
recharge
look, I get what
and
you're
damage
saying, but
percent.
how is it better than the catch?
Because the catch is not really that like what are you gonna use? The catch is good, sure, right? Also, you can count ease of access. Like this weapon is so easy to get. The catch takes like
The
2,000,000
catch is
hours of fishing.
permanent too.
The catch is 2,000,000 hours of fishing.
It's permanent
Two
too,
million
though.
hours.
You can't
Two
get this weapon
million.
after the event's over.
You have to play the most boring thing, and it's worse than Minecraft fishing. Like I'm dead ass. It's so bad. But
Okay, but it's
I mean,
such a
I
good
understand.
weapon on multiple characters.
It's a great weapon. I agree. But but not Fading Twilight gives damage percent to everything. Normals, elemental skill, elemental burst. That is only elemental burst. Now it does give crit. What is it? Crit rate 12%, crit rate or whatever, on ultimate. 16%. What is it?
What? Oh, the catch. The catch
Yeah.
gives 16% on burst.
Okay, and then 32% to damage on burst.
Mm-hmm.
While that is good, you are also if you're running a main DPS and specifically Fading Twilight gives what is it 26% across the board to everything. Normals, charge attacks, elemental skill, elemental burst. I do think the catch is really good. But I mean, Fading Twilight does have the higher base attack still. So even if you are using on an attack scaling character, you're still getting a ton of attack. And I do like Fading or the catch, especially on Zhang Ling and Brayden. Like I agree, I think they're great, but I do think there are better options. I mean, for the catch, R5 is it better than Skyward
Uh,
on Raiden?
wait, spine?
Skyward Spine, is Skyward Spine
I
better on Raiden than
I'm pretty sure it's better than Skyward Spine up and what does R5 get? I'm pretty sure it's just straight up better than Skyward Spine. Um, because of the massive amount of ER.
so sure, it is the best weapon on a lot of characters. But it's only the two characters that you really use on, which is Raiden and Jailing. That's like you don't use the catch on really any other character. Like
Okay, but
sure.
the same thing can be said for
Fading, but dude, I just
Fading
said Fading
Twilight.
Twilight's no, Fading Twilight's an all-around weapon though. It has high
Okay,
base
but
attack,
you
it
can't
has
tell me
energy
you're gonna
recharge, and
use it on
energy.
like half of these characters. It's not giving you as much as it's just not
Yes,
as good.
yeah, yeah,
You're
I
only
would.
really gonna use it on Yelan, Sara, and Finty. Like,
No,
you're not gonna use it on the other characters.
yeah, you could use it on other characters.
Who?
Fischl,
Fi-
Fischl, Child.
Bro,
You
why
literally
would
could
you
use it
use
on
this on
Child.
Fischl? Why would you
You
use
could
this
use
on
it on
Fischl or
Child
Child? Why though?
because
Child's like
Child
a normal
gets
attack
energy
character.
recharge.
It's not.
Right,
You don't
and he's
need
getting
energy recharge
damage
from.
percent. He's getting damage percent for attacking, and it has high base attack. It's literally like, uh, it's actually really good. Probably worse than the Rust still, but it's a good free to play weapon. I'm just saying it works. It works good. You can use it on every character, unlike the, what's it called? Unlike the catch, which is not really that good on many characters. It's only good on the two characters. Sure you could throw it on Zhongli if you want to cope, but like, there's other weapons
First
out there
damage
that
Zhongli
exist.
isn't bad. Just not
It
as the
isn't
way I would
bad.
run it. From podcast to
Right.
rant, no, discussion's important, Frankie.
The catch is a very good. I'd say it's a second best, but I just think the Fading Twilight's better. It's easier to get R5, wait, million miles easier. It has more overall potential to be used on every single bow character compared to the catch, which is, and you could argue you could use it on a lot of the polearm characters, but it's only really effective on two of them, Jangling and Raiden. The Fading Twilight is really effective on only really one character right now, Yelan, who really benefits from it the most. But you could use it on, like as you said, Venti, Sara, for the high base attack. Like it has a lot of options. So I just think it's over. Like, you use it like you just said. You said Venti, then you said Sara, and then of course Yelan. Like those are three characters, and then for the catch, you probably could only name two: Zhangling and Raiden. I mean, sure, you could use it on Toma, but who the fuck
No,
uses
that's
Toma? He's
cope.
bad. Yeah,
That's cope.
that's
That's
just
cope.
that's actual. But seriously, like I just think you use it on more. You have it more characters across the board. You could use it on
You do make a fair
higher
point
base
with
attack,
that.
energy recharge. It's easier to get R5. It's just way more benefits. I just think.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason. Is literally it. If the catch was R5 and literally took you like 20 fishes to get, I understand because it just the pain of getting it. Like once you get it, sure the grind is over, but like it's just the fact that it's like 5 times as long as you like actually not even skipping dialogue and autoing dialogue. It takes you literally could auto dialogue the entire game, and by the time you auto dialogue everything from start to finish, I guarantee you probably only have an R4 catch. Like
I'm gonna be. I feel like most of
it's
my
that
time in
long.
Azuma was probably farming for the catch because I did it before it was easier, and I know there are people that still haven't done it, and it's not as easy anymore because again that event's gone. But
It was cancer. Literally, I
all I'm
think
saying is that people coping right now if you don't have it farmed up because like you really should have done it during the event if you were playing during the.
I think it's a great weapon. I do. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, so it's the fish is out of discussion. It's not better than Fading Twilight and
No,
the
I was
catch.
exaggerating.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, dude, you literally. I remember when that fish came out. You're
No,
like, best weapon in the
no,
game. I'm
listen.
like,
When it
okay,
came out,
yeah.
it was the best free to play weapon, but not anymore.
When it did, yeah. Then the catch came out, and then it was obviously better. And then Fading Twilight came out, and I get under. I mean, if
Cinnabar
you
as
want to
well, but
say
that's special case.
yeah, yeah. If you want to say Fading Twilight's better, then fine. If you want to say the catch is better, then fine. But like, I just think, in my opinion, I just think Fading Twilight has like literally like the slightest bit of an edge over the catch, just
Mm-hmm.
because you use it on more characters and it's more valued across the board on a lot of characters compared
Mm-hmm.
to, because like you can't go
To be
wrong with
fair
damage
though,
percent on
burst
everything.
damage Amber would be very good on. Amber's better than
Bro, that
Noah
was
and Jungwoon.
the
Uh,
best, the best
bro,
shield breaker in the game. A tier.
I can't, dude. That listen, I love Amber, but come on, you can't tell me she's better than Noelle, bro. What
I
the
still,
hell?
I still, I still vividly remember talking to you about that, and they're like, they're on multiple accounts, guys. It's one guy doing this to troll, but we were typing at the same time. It's like, okay.
Just thought we were trolling. It's clearly two people. Like
So
it's linked in our bios too.
people
Like
who don't know, we were in the Kaching main Discord. What was this, like a year ago? Like a year and
yeah,
a half
yeah.
ago?
It was
It
for
was a
sure before
long
Annie.
time ago. Yeah, it was like a year ago, and we were in there. And I mean, most people back then would respect Kaching mains. We're like the two biggest Kaching main haters. We hate, like, we don't actually hate them. Like, they're not that bad. But like some people in their Discord really are just uh, their IQ is below 100.
Listen,
Is if my way I can put it.
bro, I can't even talk to those fools most of the time because, like, it's not even that. It's not even well. It's yeah. It's like half of it's misinformation from some of the like people in like the discords. But like, you can't like show and say that like, oh guys, we're all about math. We get this is like the correct way to do it. But then have like guides and stuff that like they're not good, right?
Right.
So like there's information and then like overcomplicated guides that aren't very helpful.
The
It,
misinformation part is the part that really triggers us. That's the part that really gets
yeah.
to both of us. Is when they're like, Amber's better than Chongyun and Noelle. Why?
The
Because she can
misinformation
do
is mostly
Q.
due to like the randoms, not like the people at the top making the
It's not the
guides,
yes,
right?
yeah.
That's
It's
just
not the
them having
actual.
not guides I would want of quality. It's just the people in the
And
Discord.
there's some specific. Actually, there's one YouTuber that we do not appreciate their guides, but we will not talk about them because we're still dropping that diss track.
Type it in chat because I don't remember. Oh no, I know who it is. I was thinking of a
It's
different one, an older one. I don't even know if they still do Genshin content. Honestly, I hope they don't.
was it the hello everyone?
No, not Matt Jestik.
I love
Frankie, I told you not to do
Majestic.
that.
He's funny.
No, listen. Majestic was just doing leaks and
Matt
He started
Jessic
the
was
whole
just
massive
making
leak
money.
culture. Okay.
Matt Jessic was just trying to make
Um.
that bread, bro. I don't blame him. He made a fuck ton of money, I guarantee you.
Yeah, especially when he tried coming back, but like
At the
we don't
cost
care
of
about
his
that.
YouTube channel, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah,
And that's
don't care
whatever.
anymore.
That's in the past, right? Like
Dude, that was
it's
like a
not
year
Kaching
ago.
Mans. I believe they got rid of him before the anniversary.
Yeah, yeah. But there is a YouTuber that they make guides like for example, the people that we enjoy the guides like I Went to Lose is a legend. I love him.
He's the goat of the
Um
Genshin community, honestly.
him and what's his name? Fuck. I just thought of him. I wanted to give a shout out to. He's so good. Well, I mean, he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But he made his Yelan video, and everything in there I agree with perfectly, and
Slice?
I thought he did very good.
Was it Slice?
Who?
Slice. Or
Slice?
X Slice? So
X Slice, yes, X Slice.
yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, X Slice is the one with the Ching profile picture. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's very 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 good. Very good YouTuber. He knows what he's talking about, and I know what he knows he's talking about because not only does he have the like he does his own math for A, which is better, compared to some YouTuber who apparently just my friend did this for me and then has like you know 4-star bows over the
Over
fading
the
twilight
obvious
and 3
3-star
stars.
option.
Yeah, and I remember what was it? I think there was one in there that had like made no sense.
Listen, like right
I
now
gotta
it should
find the
just be
video.
complete obvious that the recurve bow should be over like half the other bows in the game, and then it's like the ER bows, right? And then stringless is the one other option. But like that one hardly compares because it gives
Oh,
you
here it is.
it
I
doesn't even
found it.
give you it gives you a huge percentage, but you're still losing out on like other stats, right? So like
This cracks
it,
me up.
again, every attack bow or even the crit bows should all be like below recurve bow.
So he has this guy has fading twilight R5,
I literally proved it earlier
and
in this, like when I was damage
it's
testing, that Favonius did less.
just listen, just listen. So he has 1 E cast per rotation, 260% ER, 25 subsets, and emblem. And it's the percent of the Favonius Warbow. So the Favonius Warbow is the 100% baseline.
Mhm.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bows above the fading twilight.
Let's
Sacrificial bow is above. It's actually third, fourth. He
wait.
has
What
Polar Star
sack
above.
bow?
He has Recurve Bow R5 is above
It
Stringless,
literally.
and Slingshot and Fading Twilight.
I no. So if it's off 1 E cast, how is sack bow above it? The benefit is from getting the second E cast. Dude,
It.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is the
Blue
worst
giving me the
ranking I've ever
smug EA
seen.
emoji.
Whoever Zajeff77 is for the calculations, you did the homie you did the homie dirty. You did him dirty.
Hey, listen, don't
And
do
what
it.
pisses me off
Don't.
is the one part that makes me upset is he gets the most views compared to X Slice, who clearly knows what he's doing, and he gets less views, and it's just upsetting.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to be rude, but I mean, surely he looked at the thing and was like, that doesn't make sense, right? Surely he looked at it. He just didn't
Oh,
post a screenshot and call it a day.
yo,
Surely.
I just gotta clean more billet. Let's go.
The part,
Let's
okay,
go.
the part that really triggered me, I think, was the fact that he had Fading Twilight below the Verdescent Hunt.
Okay.
Like what? The Verdescent Hunt. The only thing above Favonius was Aqua Simulacra, which I guess makes sense.
No, that
Right?
should be at the top, like straight up. Like it's her
It's
best
always at
slot.
the top. But the part that confuses me is, why is Sackbow fourth? Why? And then he has things like
Clearly math.
has he has Fading Twilight R5 below Verdescent Hunt, Thundering Pulse, Skyward Harp, Recurve
Dude,
Bow.
doesn't no hold on. I'm pretty sure this is how this works because it's like this for every other weapon. Doesn't Verdescent Hunt not even work on her because you need to be on field?
No,
As far
it
as I know, it
doesn't
literally
work.
doesn't even work because you need to be on field. Like
You have
it
to.
doesn't give you as much crit as other bows. There are 3-star bows giving you more benefits than that.
I
The
think it gives
slingshot gives more. I'm pretty
29%
sure.
crit.
Slingshot's literally better than that bow on her. The
R5 Slingshot is below Verdescent Hunt.
slingshot gives like 39 crit or something. If I remember
The
correctly.
thing that confuses me is Verdescent Hunt. This is a passive. Upon hit, normal and charge attacks have a 100% chance to generate a Cyclone, which will continuously attract surrounding opponents, dealing 80% of attack as damage to these opponents every 0.5 seconds for 4 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 9 seconds. So it's doing attack. What does Yelan use? Surely she uses attack, right? That's why the bow's so high. Right? Right, Gold Demon?
Slingshot literally gives more crit rate than Verdescent Hunt, bro. It's like not even funny.
The part that
That's
confuses
just sad.
so we just are confused. So anyways, back to the Kaching main story. There's the point is that people spread misinformation and we get upset about it. Because they say stuff that's not true, and unfortunately most of the people that hear it, because they preach it so loud, and the people that hear are the people that are struggling. And you'll see like these people with really weird builds on like co-op mode or your friends list, and it's like, where did you learn this from? And then they say, oh, this specific YouTuber, or oh, we got it from the Kaching mains, and they're like, no, that's why. And just because, I don't know. And then they're like, oh, they told me Amber was better than Chongyun and
Oh my
Noelle. So
god.
even though I have C6 Noelle, and even though I have a C0 Amber, I'm using Amber because they said she was better. It's very confusing. So yeah, that's pretty much that is the end of the rant of the Kaching mains and bad YouTubers.
God, I listen. If
Most of
YouTube didn't
it
frown
is
upon
just
it, I
context.
would make multiple videos on like why I'm upset at X YouTuber. But
Yeah.
besides negativity being like the way to go on like platforms like Twitter, it doesn't work for the YouTube algorithm for reasons.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work because they just don't want you to. They don't promote that stuff.
Even though it'd be fair
We like
criticism in my case.
just to be sure, we have no ill will or whatever towards these creators or Kaching mains, but some of their points are very Pega, very Pega, and we don't agree with them. And we have not only like math behind us to prove why they're wrong, but we also have like the people who actually play the game to disagree with them.
I mean, you
no,
can
yeah,
really
so-
you can really prove it just by hopping in game, doing one
Yeah.
attack, and then swapping weapons, doing another. Oh, look, what did more?
Yeah, it's very confusing on how some people's brains work when it comes to that. Like some people have to spend they spend 20 hours on the calculator, and all I have to do is swap weapons, and then I'm like, okay. Like
You
yeah,
put Simulacra at #1 for Diana, and people would believe it. Bro, okay, no. So putting so the thing with support characters like this is that you need to build into what they have, right? So specifically
Right.
for Diona, putting Simulacra on her isn't bad for her shield. However, the recurve bow is still gonna give you a better shield. It's gonna cause Diona to do a lot more damage, but like, I don't think anyone with any like common sense or just like any sense at all wouldn't put that number one. That like they would. That's an obvious thing that people would get called out for.
No, if you don't have
But I
Sacco
don't
and
think anyone
Fabo or
would
like
believe it.
higher,
I,
yeah.
like, sure, there's HP percentages on it, but how much would people believe it, right? I don't think putting Yelan's weapon on Diana is that believable.
Sure, if you have two R5s, go ahead.
Maybe it is. Maybe Frankie is right. Maybe people would fall for it. I don't know.
Frankie's probably right.
I just
Shout out to Frankie.
I don't know,
Shout,
man.
shout out to Frankie for sitting here and listening to us rant for an hour.
It's more than just Frankie. Some people just don't want to talk. They're very interested in the conversation. Uh, but
Understandable. Have a nice day.
but besides that, God, that went on for a while. Um,
We hate
the
men.
events, right? We're finally in 2.7, right? Yeah, 2.7. Um, of shitting. Wait, of shitting and eating ice cream for half the combo. Oh god. But yeah, the events that we got the funny bow from. What did you think of it?
Oh, dude. I mean, the event was good. The story, like, dead ass, the story was insane. Like, the cutscenes, the build up, all of it was really good. Like, they're getting way better with that stuff. And they
Hmm.
definitely did need it after the dry period. That was the Ayaka banner. The legendary 4-month
I'm
long Ayaka
eternal.
banner. Yeah. The only Ayaka banner. Yeah.
The real
That.
eternity.
But seriously, the story event, they knocked out the park in terms of the overall story and the concept. I thought it was beautiful. Well done. The event rewards, besides the bow, I thought they were pretty meh. You could have got a little bit more Primo Gems, but I mean, you could always ask that.
Uh, well, I mean, I feel like the event rewards were maybe it's because it's been a while, but I feel like they were a little bit better than we've been getting. It's been
Though,
kind of
yeah, they're a
consistent
little
like
bit
that. That
better,
they've
but
been
they
getting a
could
little
have
bit
been way
better
better.
every time. But
They have, yeah. The downside is the weapon. Okay, if you count the weapon with the R5 and how good the free to play weapon is, which I think it's the best free to play, or you could say the second best new one. It's definitely the best free to play bow weapon. If you count the new weapon, how good it is, you count the rewards being above average. I'd say it's like very very good event. Currently we have another new event going on, the rhythm game one that I talked about at the start. Which the rewards aren't really good. It's just meant to be for fun. So this event is obviously not meant to be taken too seriously. Because what do you get, like 30 primos per clear, and there's like 6 ones, so you're only gonna get like a single summon from it.
bro, I just got another
But
billet.
what? How?
I luck.
Uh,
The,
but yeah, so including it all in all, this update wasn't too bad, but it definitely was not delivered to the standard of us waiting for like 3 months, you know. So
Mhm. Blue.
it wasn't
I'm gonna
bad.
rectify that. That's no for like Twitch and YouTube actually.
What's a no-no?
Just a word Frankie used.
Oh.
Just axe that. I don't have that.
What
But
word? What word? What does it start with? What letter?
R.
Yeah, you can't.
They really don't like that. I'm serious. But
No, yeah, they don't actually like that word.
the yeah, I don't know. I did enjoy that event. I thought the mode is pretty fun. Um, I wish there was
Yeah.
like an extra more and like I said this for multiple events, but I wish there was like an extra at least Mora incentive to get better scores, like faster times.
Oh yeah,
Um,
or if you got like a perfect score, you get like a bonus like 100k more or something.
yeah, just something simple. It makes it like more fun to like replay. It gives it a little bit of replay value to try to get the better score. It's because there's no like for whatever reason in this game there isn't like leaderboards for this stuff. Um, Apart from when we had that domain event, you actually could see how many people liked it, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. They definitely could do a little something there. In this limbo of waiting for 2.8. uh, well, let me think. Is there anything else? I honestly can't
Uh,
think of anything else. Or did I miss something? Chat, did I miss anything that might be important? My
what
Ganyu
did
Bill
you
is
do?
clogged now?
You
That's
didn't.
the basis.
You didn't even.
What have I
You didn't even tell
done?
me. Yeah.
I actually haven't changed my account at all within like what has been 2 weeks. Um, if anything, I've just been farming more emblem, trying to get better artifact sets. I have uh Yelan now. I've kept her at level 6 talents for her E skill and her ultimate, which it's like I could upgrade these, but I'm holding out. Part of the reason for like holding out is because uh I wasn't sure how much I'd like the character, so I was like, do I want to go into it? But she is, very good. And that's the reason why I brought up Shinobu, because like from what I can tell, she's not very good, and so I'm thinking I'm not gonna actually summon for Shinobu. Even though I can do like a couple summons, I don't think I will. Um, because I don't necessarily need like an electro healer, and I do really like the character, but mm, I don't know if it's like I just get C0 and then never use her kind of thing, because I'm gonna use Kazuha when he comes out in 2.8, right?
Yeah.
Whether he's the first or second banner, it's gonna be. It's like there's not a new character, right? We know this. Well, there's
Right.
the 4-star actually,
Yeah. But
but whether he's on each banner, like I don't really care too much. I don't think he's gonna be that crazy. His ultimate does have a pretty high, or his E skill has a pretty high like number, but I don't think he's gonna be that like I guess you would say meta defining, if anything. Um, some people have some people that like haven't got hands on him or whatever, like he's better than Zhao or whatever. I don't think so. Um, because there's like a difference between doing, you know, X amount of damage every few seconds compared to that same amount of damage constantly, right? Because you're jumping up and down, doing plunges, but we'll see when 2.8 comes out, honestly. Healers for the win? No, stat, listen. Nothing against healers. I just don't think Shinobu is worth it. Like I just don't think she's that good.
no, she's not worth
Um
it.
and it's not like where I'm saying I don't think you should summon for Yelan. I'm only saying that because Kazu's around the corner. Yelan is very good, almost a must summon. But like if I'm was telling someone like, oh, you want to summon on this banner, I would again just save up for Kazuha. He's like in the next update. You might as well if you don't have him. Uh, and there's only a few characters I would say are must summons, right? Like a
Yeah,
very
Kazuha,
small
Shinobu.
amount. Kazuha is one of them. I can name like three of them off the top of my head. Kazuha. Wait, is my green screen still on? Sorry, I was noticing the camera. Kazuha, Zhongli, and Raiden. Like that's it. Um, that's the three off the top of my head. But yeah, I don't know. The weapon banner isn't half bad. Right?
No, it's actually really good. No cap. Jade Spear is a
Um,
very good weapon.
it's funny. So like the weapon banner isn't half bad apart from eye perception not being good. The leeway spear is niche, but it's usable in some
If
characters.
if you're just counting the 5 stars, it's a good banner.
Yeah, and then the
You,
Favonius sword. I never
you
use
should,
this.
in my opinion, you should never summon on a weapon banner for the 4 stars unless it's like brand new 4 stars.
Yeah. The moon weapons are pretty good. As for the actual banners though, they're not good, but the 5 stars are good. So like, Barbara's
The
free. Noelle's
yeah.
good, but eh, it's like,
And then
are
you
you
have
gonna use
the
Ian Fei? Right, that's the real
no,
question. Like, are you going to? That's all I can
no,
say. Um,
no.
she's she's good, but it's like, are you gonna use her?
Are you gonna, dude? If
My
you have
Shinha
literally,
rocks the leeway spear. Well, that's the thing though. It's attack percentage on a leeway character. It's very good conditionally.
Mhm.
And yes, Kazuha C2 is one of the strongest upgrades in the game. Huge power boost there. But
Yeah, I think the best C2s in the game are what, Ayaka, Raiden, Kazuha.
it's something like that. Yeah.
Or
Ayaka,
I put
Raiden, Kazuha.
Raiden. I do Raiden, Kazuha, Ayaka
The
as
thing
the
is,
best.
Raiden's like Constellation 2 and 3 together, like double her, like more than double her
Raiden,
damage, basically.
Raiden's Raiden's
um,
C2 is literally like her C6, basically.
so it I don't know. That's a bit different. They make Archons specifically good. Now, I do think it's funny because if you look at the constellations, what they've done from like base game constellations, I'm gonna use Vinti as an example. There's a huge shift in power of these constellations because a lot of these older 5 stars don't have good constellations, but
Oh
these
yeah,
newer ones have some like busted constellations.
Venti's Venti's like extra normal attack damage.
No, it's extra. It's 2 extra like charge shots. That's what it is. But they do like 30% of attack. Like it's terrible. I think it's a C1.
Diona's C4 is the
Yeah,
best
this
constellation
C1
in the
is
game.
terrible. Diana C4 is also pretty bad. But yeah,
It's the
this
best
first
constellation in the
constellation is
game. Believe me.
terrible, dude.
Diana C4 is the best constellation. What are you talking about?
Let's go 60% charge attack. That stacks with that's pointless, but it stacks with what's her name's Yelan's charge attack decrease, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I think that's literally everything. We've gone on longer than normal. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, watch time, haha.
No.
But yeah, for real, if you guys enjoyed, are you new here? Slap the subscribe button. Of course, linking my co-host in the description. I started doing that because I'm stopped being Pepega, at least for that, not scheduling this goddamn thing. Um, but yeah, thank you guys. As I said before, like the damn video, and I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.